In this video, we will discuss technical reason responsible for inflation. Economists have been giving different explanations throughout the 19th and 20th centuries for the occurrence of inflation. Technical reason responsible for inflation. We shall see the reasons responsible for inflation in two parts. 1. Pre-1970s till the rise of the monetarist school, that is theory given by Keynesian school of economics. 2. Post-1970s after the rise of monetaristic school of economics. Now let's start to discuss theory given by Keynesian school of economics. The Keynesian school, developed by John Maynard Keynes. They give two reasons behind inflation. 1. Demand pull inflation. What is demand pull inflation? It is mismatch between demand and supply pulls up the price. Either the demand increases over the same supply or supply decreases over the same demand. They give solution. Keynesians suggest to cut spending as a way to tackle excess demand, mainly by two ways. 1. Increasing taxes and 2. Reducing government expenditure. But in practice government steps are A. To check demand-supply mismatch. B. Goods in short supply are imported. C. Interest on loans increased. D. Wage revised. 2. Cost push inflation. What is cost push inflation? Increase in cost of factor inputs, that is wages and raw materials, means increase in production cost pushes the price up, called cost push inflation. Keynesian school claim that the main cause is due higher wages demanded by trade unions at that time. Keynesian school suggests two types of solution. 1. Direct measures. 2. Indirect measures. Direct measure. Control on price and income. Indirect. Moral suasion and reduction in monopolistic power of trade unions. Now let's start to discuss theory given by Monetaristic school of economy. The monetarist school is most strongly associated with Milton Friedman. Monetarist explanation for inflation, for demand pull, or the cost push, are. What is demand pull inflation? 1. Demand pull inflation. According to monetarist, it is excess purchasing power creation for consumer over same level of production. They give reasons. 1. Wage revision at the micro level. 2. Deficit financing at macro level. Let's discuss the deficit financing to understand the reason. Deficit financing. This is typical case of creating extra money either by printing or public borrowing without equivalent creation in production, supply. That is too much money chasing too little output. Ultimately demand pull inflation. 2. Cost push inflation. What is cost push inflation? According to monetarist, every cost push inflation is a result of excessive creation of money. Monetarists suggest proper monetary policy, like money supply, interest rate, printing of currencies, public borrowing etc., to check situation of inflation. Now let's discuss main difference between theory given by Keynesian school of economics and theory given by monetaristic school of economy. Keynesian. Inflation occurs when total demand in the economy exceeds its productive capacity. Inflation is a symptom of excess demand in a fully employed economy, and the cure lies in reducing aggregate demand through fiscal discipline. Keynesians strongly prefer fiscal measures, reduce public spending, increase taxes, run a budget surplus, cut non-essential subsidies, over monetary ones. Monetaristic. Inflation is always and everywhere a monetary phenomenon, that is, inflation happens only when money supply grows faster than real output. Demand, wages, or costs matter only if accommodated by money creation. They hold the strong belief that money supply, like physical currency, deposit and credit, is the primary factor affecting demand in an economy. A particular level of money supply for a particular level of production is healthy for an economy. Extra creation of money over the same level of production causes inflation. Now let's start to discuss some measure to check inflation. 3 types of measure. A. Demand side measure. B. Supply side measure. C. Cost side measure. A. Demand side measure. 2 type of measure. 1. Consumers are appealed to cut back the consumption of items which show higher inflation called austerity. Its limitation: this step generally failed because it does not work on essential items such as wheat, rice, milk, tea etc. 2. The government may tighten the flow of money in the system known as monetary measure by central bank make money costlier by increasing repo rate, increasing CRR etc. Its limitation: it is not effective if items showing inflation are essential because consumers do not borrow money from banks to buy them. But it can quite effective if items are building material because interest rate on home loan increases. B. Supply side measure. Government can increase supply items showing inflation by increasing production or import. Limitation: production can't increase in short run and import may not reach in country on time. C. Cost side measure. 2 type of step may be taken. 1. By cutting taxes can bring comfort in short term. 2. For long term, cutting cost of production by scaling up technology. Thank you for watching this video. In next video we will discuss different types of inflation.